What is everyone talking about right now? Oh, Sevis is Andre. All right, Princeton. Is he a track athlete? What is this? Okay, all right. Men's track and field. Versatile skill set here. All-time school. Number one all-time in school history in the heptathlon. Okay, all right. I'm intrigued.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bestball with Bindles. We got the second stream of the day. I just want to start off with a little bit of, virgin talk, aka Dynasty Fantasy Football. I'm doing a startup right now, probably my last one before football season starts. So this is Superflex tight end premium start 10. So it's 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 2 flex spots. So just a quick little talk through strategy. But so I pulled the 1-1, and I went with Patrick Mahomes. I think there is an argument to be made for Josh Allen. He was going 1-1 for a while last year, but I'm always happy to boost my exposure to Mahomes. And then I took Deshaun Watson to 8. I think I value him above the Justin Fields tier, around the 110. So after Chase, I'm pretty much fine with taking Deshaun Watson there. So having him fall all the way to 2.8 is super nice. And then at 212, Kyle Pitts fell to me there. I think his ADP right now is in the 3rd round, but I value elite tight end very highly. So definitely willing to take him there at the end of the 2nd round. I think it's pretty much inevitable that he's going to hit at some point, whether it be this year or future years. He's still going to hold on to his value, and he's going to give you a lot, just a lot of value, hopefully a lot of points as well. So then coming up to the 3rd round, I traded up a few spots, I think, for a 3rd round pick, and I picked Kyler Murray, a falling Kyler Murray. This is really just a value play. I think he will bounce back up to, around the Justin Fields area right here, if not a little bit higher, once he's healthy and ready to go, whether that be this year or next year, whenever that is. I think, running quarterbacks of his ability, he'll bounce back. So then up at 4-1, I was between Jonathan Taylor, who's falling because of all the recent news, and Drake London. I went with the value play there as well with Jonathan Taylor because I think he's been going, if it wasn't for all the news, he would be going around mid-2nd. So, I mean, honestly, based on the first 4 rounds there, I would say I have, not at this time right now, but overall, I would say I had about 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. So, and all I had to do was trade my 24 first and I believe my 6th to trade up to 2.8. And then I traded a 3rd to move up a few spots to pick Kyler Murray. So a lot of value in those first couple of rounds. And some very good scoring as well, a good solid base. I'm very comfortable pushing running back normally, but if I can take the running backs that will hold value and score a lot of points, I'm always down for that. So next up at 5-2, I traded up from 5-12. I believe I traded a 2nd round pick to pick Josh Jacobs, who went after Nick Chubb, after Tony Pollard, after Najee. Same thing. I think there's not very much of a difference between Saquon and Josh Jacobs. from a projection standpoint, and Josh Jacobs is actually a few years younger. So I don't see any reason why he should be going whatever. Saquon went 4-3 here, and Jacobs is almost a full round behind him. So I'm willing to pay a second to move up, almost a full round to take him as he's falling. So that gives me 2 running backs through 5 rounds, which is not normally how I set up a team, but definitely, like I said, you really just want to be fluid and take what falls to you. Then I didn't have another pick until 7-12 and 8-1. I took Deontay Johnson, who I think obviously everyone knows and it's been said a million times, but he had 0 touchdowns last year. I think he's going to earn a lot of targets. He's going to score, hopefully around 15 points a game. So as my first wide receiver, I'll take that at the 7-12. Then I took Christian Kirk. I was between Hollywood Brown, Kirk, Dobbins. This really is just I have a good amount of Hollywood, and I just wanted to kind of balance out my exposures a little bit. I don't think there's that much of a difference between them. They go around, I think, like 5 or like 8 picks apart from each other. In best ball, Kirk is around 48, and Hollywood is around 56. So not much of a difference there. Just a bet on the Jaguars offense. And then I had my next picks. I traded back a few picks from 9-12 to 10-03 in one of my previous trades to move up. So only a few picks really. And I took Mike Williams, once again, part of a good offense. The Chargers should score a lot of points as a team this year. And I still think he's undervalued. I mean, he averaged about 15 points a game last year. And as long as he is healthy, he will be scoring points and giving you spike weeks. And that's fine. That's fine as a wide receiver 3 flex type option. Then Devin A-Chain fell to me at 10-3. I was between him and Bateman. I think it was tough because I'm so thin at wide receiver to not go receiver there, but it's just a bet on A-Chain just, being a rookie running back. Hopefully he'll gain some value. If I want to cash out on him later, I can. Then up at 11-12, I got Greg Dulcich. There was some concerning-ish news that he was only running he wasn't a full-time tight end, and that Adam Troutman was the full-time tight end ahead of him. But I still think Sean Payton wants to utilize him as a passing weapon and get him downfield. So I'm not too concerned. If he doesn't usually fall to 11-12, I don't believe. So I'll definitely take him there. Then back up at 12-2, and I made a small trade here. I forget exactly what I did, but draft Tank Bigsby and Brandon Cooks back-to-back. Tank Bigsby has been getting a lot of steam lately in the best ball streets. He is pretty talented, out of Auburn, 3rd-round pick. I'm still super high on ETN as well. I think he's just so talented, it's hard to bet against him. But definitely willing to take Bigsby in the 12th round. I think he's a super good value there. Brandon Cooks, I have a lot of Brandon Cooks in Dynasty, over 30%. But he's really just like such a good value in terms of he's probably projected for around 13, 14 points a game. And he goes in the 12th, 13th round. So just as a flex option right there, I can't pass it up. If he busts, it'll mess up a lot of my teams in the flex, but just paying for production there as a 29-year-old wide receiver. Then back up in the 13th, I took Nico Collins. I was considering Nico Collins in the 12th round, but thought I could push him based on ADP. So taking Nico Collins, I think previous to this year, I think I haven't been super high on Nico Collins, but really it's just a wide open depth chart. He should get a lot of routes. He showed pretty good analytically last year. And so I think if anything, he'll increase in value. And that's once you get past like the whatever, like 10th round, I think you're really just looking on how can you increase in value. So no 14th round pick. And then I took Baker Mayfield, who's the last remaining plausible starting quarterback that was available. Same thing, just whatever. I can use him for a spot start if I need to, if Kyler isn't ready until late in the season, and whatever, maybe I can flip him if someone needs a quarterback. And then I took Kenneth Gainwell and Devin Singletary, just two running backs that I like in best ball, and I think Gainwell's been getting a little bit of steam lately, so just whatever. Maybe I can sell him in season if he has a couple big weeks. 17th round, Jeff Wilson. I love Jeff Wilson, especially that cost in best ball, all formats. I think he's too cheap. Great, fill in the RB2 slot. Should give you, 13, 14 points a game as long as he's playing, he's not injured. Definitely just want pieces of this Miami offense. Also gives me a little bit of, he could be a backup to A-Chain. If A-Chain gets hurt, he could have even more of a role. 18th round, I took Shakir. I took him over a few other wide receivers like Zay Jones, Michael Gallup. I mean, I had Christian Kirk and Brandon Cooks, so it's like almost feels like I'm handcuffing my wide receivers at that point. So I don't know. I definitely could have went that route, but I think Shakir, just Buffalo Bills, if you take them, you can definitely sell them later on if they get some hype, a la Gabe Davis, a la pretty much anyone on the Bills. So really just a bet on someone will want him if he's not good in the 18th round. Then just up recently, I was up at 19, 12, and 20 and took Noah Fant, who I can't stop taking in all formats just because I think he's so talented that it's just purely a bet on talent. He, whatever, is in a rotation, but whatever, elite athlete. And then Sean Tucker, he hasn't been getting super great news out of camp, but pretty good prospect. He fell because of the heart condition, but pretty wide open depth chart with Rashad White and Chase Edmonds. So fine to take him in the 20th round. I think he's like a third round rookie pick, so pretty good to get him in the 20th round at this point with a little bit of FUD going on. But yeah, definitely fell really nice for me. I think receiver is very thin just based on taking Kyler there instead of a wide receiver. And so yeah, definitely receiver is going to be tough to hopefully I can just survive at receiver, and then my tight end and quarterback and running back are so strong. Not the way I usually build teams. I do usually go pretty thin at wide receiver, but this is very thin. But elite quarterback, elite tight end are staples of my builds. And then having Jonathan Taylor and Josh Jacobs both fall to me at a point where I'm very comfortable scooping them up is really fun. And then, yeah, Pitts and Dulcich is it's a combo I love. Two super high upside young tight ends. And yeah, we'll see what falls to me. But still some good values on the board in the 21st round. But yeah, it's a fun one so far. And then, JK all day. Sorry, I think if you hopped on, it's a Superflex tight end premium, 0.5 tight end premium, start 10. My normal setup, I have a few leagues that differ, but 99% of them are this setup. So let's stop sharing that really quick. And then let's get in and do a best ball draft. If anyone wants to join, I'll give them a second. But yeah, let me just take a water break. Okay, I'm going to join now. Looks like we're waiting for a few people, but Zeke just signed. I think doesn't really hurt Ramondre that much. I think if anything, it's probably a good thing because I think Zeke is pretty washed. Obviously, a boost to Pollard with him not coming back. But I don't think it really makes a difference anyways. I think Zeke is pretty washed, so it's not really affecting anybody. He'll just take whatever. He'll take some work between the 20s. Maybe he'll take a few touchdowns, but yeah, not too scared of Zeke. What other news is happening? I think Mike Gesicki got hurt. Terrace Marshall got hurt. So yeah, nothing too crazy today. Let's pull up Twitter and see what's going on while we're waiting. Yeah, I don't really get the difference between Leonard Fournette and Zeke. I think Zeke will shoot up boards, but I don't. I think Lenny, once he signs, will also shoot up a lot. So I have a lot of Lenny. I'm not sure what my percentage is, but it's pretty high. All right, so draft is starting soon. We got the 4 spot, so haven't been getting a lot of early spots. It's been a lot of like 8 through 12. Last draft I did a couple hours ago with Spags was the 12 spot. So nice to get an early spot, switch it up a little bit. Always a good time. We got a few badges in here. Brian, Sundot, and looks like only 2 badges. So we'll see how it goes. We got a lot of people coming in for August, so maybe we can get some good values with some craziness going on with a lot of non-badge drafters. So yeah, I think I was talking about it a few hours ago, but CMC, I feel like I'm not really comfortable taking him. Oh, it looks like Chase went 101, Jefferson 102. Okay, so I'll be eyeing up Tyreek and Cooper Kupp. I just did a Kelsey build a second ago, so definitely fine with Kelsey, but he fell to me at 112. So if he falls to me at 112, I'll take him. But yeah, pretty comfortable taking Tyreek here. And then we should get some good running backs falling back to us in the second and third. So nice anchor wide receiver there. Tyreek Hill definitely could be the wide receiver 1. I think even against Jefferson and Chase, he could outscore them. I think he just whatever. The offense is super strong. He went absolutely nuclear last year, and I think he could. He said his goal is over 2,000 yards, and I think he definitely could hit it. I think honestly, Tyreek, Kupp, Jefferson, and Chase plausibly all could do it. They're very, very elite talents. Probably, obviously, not a great chance if you were to bet on it, but we got our boy Logan, the L coach, in the chat. Hill versus Kupp. I feel like just offensive environment, I would have to go Hill just based on the offense. I just feel like has a much higher floor. But obviously Kupp has shown us the last few years, as long as he is healthy, he's been putting up 25 points a game. So yeah, it's a little bit just of a hedge against the Rams and their offense and their team overall, and just kind of being kind of top heavy with Stafford and Kupp and Aaron Donald and not much else. But you never know with Sean McVay. He could keep it afloat and be the offensive genius that we all thought he was a few years ago. If he continues that up and keeps it going, then definitely Cooper Kupp could be wide receiver 1 pretty easily. So let's show the board here. So CMC falls to 7. Diggs goes at 8, Eckler, Amon-Ra at 10, followed by CD and then Nick Chubb. So we got a high T drafter at 12 with Nick Chubb and Saquon. And then let's see. Yeah, earlier today I took Amon-Ra and Kelsey at 12, 13. So that felt pretty good. Just a kind of unique pairing that I don't think would be there a ton. Kind of regret not going CD. I think I'm pretty high on CD, but I don't think there's that much of a difference between the two. So yeah, we got Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson start, and let's see what falls to us here at 21. I think there's a lot of good options here, but yeah, I think Tyreek. And just the Dolphins in general, I just want all the pieces of it. It should be a very condensed passing attack. And then the running backs are all just priced at a point where I'm fine taking shots at any of them. I think at cost, I prefer Jeff Wilson, but Devin Achane probably has the most juice of all of them, being the rookie, just having the 4.32 speed. And I think he can carry more of a load than what his frame would suggest based on his college usage. But yeah, I mean, we've seen running backs of his type, like the Raheem Mostert type, thrive in the Shanahan type offense. And so yeah, love all the Dolphins at cost. I will give a shout out to Tua for Logan. I think he's great stacked up. So Waddle fell to us here, so I think I'm going to take Waddle and double stack. Probably pretty common, but I think it's fine to omega stack the Dolphins if Waddle falls to me and just get all those pieces. So my next pick is 28. So I'd be fine with Derrick Henry. I'd be fine with Jonathan Taylor. I don't love T. Higgins or Calvin Ridley there. Be fine with Josh Allen or Mark Andrews or Breece Hall. We'll see what falls to us. But fine with any of those options. Yes, the thick Hawaiian. We'll give a shout out to Tua. We'll probably be taking him here, so don't snipe me, bro. So yeah, JT was reported to camp, so he might. I'm assuming he's not holding out. So I think he might shoot back up to the second round. So if he falls to me at 28, I'll definitely be fine taking him there. Mark Andrews went. I would have loved to get that, but let's see, what else do we have? Could go T. Higgins or Josh Allen or Breece Hall or Ramondre. You know what? Let's go T. Higgins. He's fallen a little bit past ADP. We'll start the draft pissing 3 wide receivers straight, and yeah, I mean, we can see if a Burrow falls to us at 45, and then a Tua as well. So yeah, we have our outs for our Miami running backs late. And there's a lot of running backs in the middle rounds that I'm comfortable with as well. Maybe Dobbins, if he falls to us. Don't think he'll fall to us at 69. I don't know what his ADP is right now. He probably will start moving up a little bit. His ADP is 69, so we'll see. I think 52 is a little bit too early to take him, but let's see what happens. But yeah, I think one player I want to mention is Christian Watson. I didn't get to finish my my thought earlier with Spags as I got derailed by a pick, but I just think because we had Drake London, because we had Chris Olave, because we had Garrett Wilson, all have extremely strong rookie seasons, like historically strong rookie seasons. I think we're kind of discounting Christian Watson. If it was another year and we didn't have as strong of profiles ahead of him, I think we might be a little bit even more excited than him. His price is high, but I think that's the type of profile that you want to be betting on. Is just young, explosive, high upside wide receivers. He has the yak ability. He has the downfield ability. Similar to Chris Olave, it's like the downfield ability just really lends itself to a lot of fantasy points. And I think still a lot of people are baking in that Jordan Love is just terrible. He looked pretty good in the preseason. He looked pretty good when he played last year, and albeit in a limited sample. But yeah, I'm all in on Christian Watson in Dynasty and Best Ball. I think he's just a great pick, and really, he lends himself to being a Best Ball type where he'll give you some super big spike weeks, 25 points, 30 points, and that's really what you're looking for, especially in the late third, early fourth. I think it's a great price for his profile, and like I said, I think he's being I think he should be valued a little bit closer even to the Drake London, Garrett Wilson, and Chris Olave types in Dynasty as well. So let's see, Keenan. If Watson falls to us, which I doubt he will, we have a few more picks. This is a Best Ball Mania 4 draft, so $25. Did one earlier today as well if you want to check that out with Chris Spags from Splash Play. Super fun conversation that we had, and I will have Justin Herzig, winner of Best Ball Mania 1, on Wednesday. Not sure if I'll do one tomorrow, but I'm going to try to stream more often in August as football season draws closer. Oh, Christian Watson gets sniped from us. That is rough. Okay, so running back, we have Travis Etienne. I would be fine with him. I think we push Joe Burrow. Could go Drake London. So let's go. I was going to say, let's go Travis Etienne. I think I love London, but we have 3 wide receivers. I think Etienne is just still like he presents so much upside in a great offense. Could get a lot of goal line work. I think the Tank Bigsby thing. I like Tank Bigsby as well, but I think Etienne is just clearly the more talented player. I think we're just assuming that Bigsby will kind of that he excels in the areas that Etienne does not, but I think they're actually pretty similar, but Etienne is just better. So yeah, I think that's a fine price in the quote dead zone for a guy who could progress in the passing game, get a little bit more passing work, very explosive runner, great rushing yards over expectation. And breaking long runs, and the Jags offense I think is going to be pretty damn good. I'm not sure it'll be as good as the Chargers, but I think Chargers, Chiefs, Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Jaguars are all offenses I want all the pieces of that I can get. All right, we're going to be up here and again in a moment. Joe Burrow went, so we won't be getting the T. Higgins stack. Let's see, what else do we have here? We don't really have anything for quarterback. Running backs, I don't like this range. Wide receiver, tight end. I think we're going to go Christian Kirk. Get a little bit of a Jags back going. Yeah, I think we saw Christian Kirk. There's some stuff with Zay Jones running in 2 wide receiver sets. I think it's just kind of some preseason weirdness, knock on wood, but just drafted him in my dynasty draft as well. I mean, I think he's a very talented player, good offense. Obviously, Calvin Ridley is there now, but I think whatever. It's best ball, so even if his projection, if he doesn't hit a super high-end projection, I still think in an offense and his role, he can still put up 2 touchdowns in a week and put up big spike weeks. So pairing him with ETN there is fun. And we have 4 wide receivers, so a solid base for wide receivers. Maybe if next round, depending on who falls to us, maybe we can be done for wide receiver for a while and start taking some running backs, quarterbacks, tight ends. So, so yeah, that was a little bit of like a question I had in my dynasty draft was Hollywood or Christian Kirk. I really like Hollywood, but I just think the offense is so bad. So obviously, I think Marquise Brown is probably a better player, slightly than Christian Kirk, but similar. And Christian Kirk just the better offense, more passing volume, better quarterback. So yeah, I think usually it was also a portfolio play that I have much more Marquise Brown than Christian Kirk. So yeah. And then another guy I just took in a dynasty draft, Deontay Johnson. He goes a little bit behind there. So all strong plays there. All guys that can give you spike weeks and earn some targets. And yeah. I took, I think, my first share of Alexander Madison earlier. Didn't feel great. It was paired with Christian Watson. And then we also got Jordan Addison and Jordan Love and Luke Musgrave, so building out a little Week 17 correlation there with Minnesota and Green Bay. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel great about Alexander Madison at that 58.8 ADP right there. But, Spags pushing me off my spots, getting me to draft uncomfortably. So, if I'm going to get them, it's going to be stacked. And when I'm drafting with someone who, views him a little bit stronger than I do. So good time to do that. I hope, I would love if Dobbins fell to us here. Fine with JSN. It almost feels, if T-Law falls to us, I think I would be fine taking T-Law as well. Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts, I think would also be fine here. What is our actual pick? 69. Nice. Looks like all our favorite players are getting taken from right in front of us. Let's see. So yeah, we're back up at 76 and 93. So that's kind of tough because I would like to get at least one of the Ravens wide receivers. I don't love OBJ, but maybe that could be an option around pick 117. So I think I might have to reach for one of those guys. So at pick 76, or I could, let's see what happens here. I should be able to get Tua at pick 93. We have one running back as our anchor, Travis Etienne. So let's see what falls to us here. Okay, so here's a conundrum here. We already have 4 wide receivers. We could go a receiver here. Where's Zay Flowers going? Okay, yeah, I mean, I think one of these other guys is going to go. Running back, not something I love there. Let's go Trevor Lawrence. I think we have the Jags bet, so I'm good with that. Don't like passing on Pitts, but I doubt he falls to us at 76, but if he does, I probably would take him there. What else do we have going on here? No correlation. Jordan Addison. My gut says we should probably take a Ravens wide receiver, but it is a little bit ahead of ADP, so I don't know if that's really the plus EV move there. Tough spot with where these guys went. I think if Pitts falls to us, we should take him. Let's see what happens here. We're on the edges of our seat. David Montgomery, the best running back available. Jordan Addison, QJ, some good bets there. Kyle Pitts goes. So here's what we're looking at. Don't love Goddard there. Uncorrelated. So really it is, do we want a bring back on our a Ravens bring back? You know what? Let's do it. Week 17. Probably, I don't think there's that much of a difference between all these guys. Not sure that's the best move, but don't hate it. We'll see too if Bateman falls to us at 93, then we can probably, since we have both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, we could probably get Tua to fall to us at 100 because I doubt anyone else will take him. And I think I like to push quarterback anyways. So that would feel pretty nice if we could get Bateman and then Tua, and then we have our anchor RB, tight end we can push. We would have 6 wide receivers, some correlation there. We have already one stack with T-Law and Travis Etienne and Christian Kirk. So yeah, it's a pretty balanced team, strong wide receivers, anchor running back. I would say borderline elite quarterback, or at least in a single week, he can give you an elite week, as we saw in the playoffs when he came back against the Chargers. And yeah, with Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram, Etienne, Tank Bigsby, Christian Kirk. I think it's a super strong offense I want to be betting on. So yeah, building around these good offenses, I think, is a great way to just have that correlation in for the whole season and just make the bet on the whole team. So let's see what else. Let's see what we have as a contingency plan if we don't do that. I think James Cook has been getting steamed up, so I think I would be fine with him if Bateman were to go. What else do we have here? I'm kind of spooked on Rachaad White a little bit. James Conner is fine. What else do we have going on? We could do Pacheco. So I think I would lean Pacheco to pair with T. Higgins just for the Week 17 Cincy KC game. I guess we also have Sky Moore and Tony for some Week 17 there. What else do we have? We don't have any. I love some Charbonnet. I love some A-Chain. Don't want to cuck ourselves with the Tank Bigsby. Okay, I think we're fine. We got some options here. Do have Evan Ingram, but it's not my favorite. We already have him stacked up, double stacked up with the running back. So don't love that. And I think there's a lot of late tight end options I like. So I think we're good. Let's see what falls to us. So yeah, we see the other rookie wide receivers that we were looking at, debating between Zay Flowers for the correlation, a little bit ahead of ADP, or Jordan Addison and Quentin Johnson. While I do like the profiles of Jordan Addison and Quentin Johnson more, I think I just lean the correlation there. So what happens here? We have Bateman, or we could go Sky Moore. I think I like double stacking here. 1, 2, 3. Or we could go. Yeah, let's get 2 Ravens wide receivers to pair with our 2 Miami wide receivers. There's really not much else you can stack with other than like a Gus Edwards after Mark Andrews and Lamar and Dobbins go. So, that's a fun little Week 17 thing there. And you know what? We can also push our second quarterback. We can do Tyreek and Waddle without Tua if we want to. Did Tua just go? Did someone really take unstacked Tua? Someone just took unstacked Tua. Well, there we go. That answers the question for us. So, okay, so let's look for correlation here. Pacheco. Hopefully Pacheco or Sky Moore falls to us. Either one is fine. Don't really have much of a lean there. Both past ADP, both correlated with T. Higgins there. We already maybe slight lean. Oh, Pacheco just went. So Sky Moore, Tony, we're locked in. Also could go. Let's go Sky Moore. So I think we're done at wide receiver. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 wide receivers through 9 rounds. So time to click off the wide receiver tab for probably the whole rest of the draft. Quarterback, do we have anything else? KC, no. Baltimore, no. Jacksonville, Cincinnati. Okay, so maybe we can get a couple of quarterback tight end correlations to to stack up there. Definitely probably only need 2 quarterbacks, but there's a lot of stacks left we can get, backdoor stacks. So yeah, I like the way this one is built out. We got some Miami and Baltimore. We got some Jacksonville team correlation. We got Cincinnati, KC, and no tight ends yet, but there's a lot of options late. So not too worried about that. If there's any position I'm comfortable pushing, it is tight end. So let's see. Hopefully we can get a nice running back falling to us. What other tight ends do we have? Njoku, Pat Fryermuth. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm probably going running back here. But we'll see what happens. Could go McKinnon if he's there. Let's see what else. Elijah Mitchell has been falling. Jalen Warren, Tyler Algier. Do we have any other correlation? Okay, let's see what happens. We are up at pick 117. Yeah, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, Sky Moore falling. I think he's getting pushed up a little bit more than I would be comfortable with normally, but correlated. I'm good with taking him there. Also fine if I would have had to go Tony there, fine with that. Fine with Pacheco there. Really just looking for the correlation to break the tie there. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this has gone so far. I think it's fallen really well. We're super strong at receiver. We got our anchor running back. Definitely gonna have to start hammering running backs the next few rounds. We got a quarterback, so we can push our QB2 and we can push our tight ends. So really, like the way the pockets have fallen so far has been really nice, and the correlation has fallen really nice. So it's always what you're looking for. And this is really a range where I really like taking running backs. Is this like 110 to 130 range. Some guys have gotten pushed up that I liked, such as Antonio Gibson. Herbert's been pushed up a little bit. Damian Harris has been falling a little bit because of the injury news. I still think like him or Latavius Murray, you're going to go with the younger 25-year-old over the 33-year-old. But Latavius Murray did show in his action last year with the Broncos. He was looking pretty solid. He was putting up some 15-point weeks in PPR. I'm not sure in half PPR, but I think he still has it. He's just a freak athlete, and definitely still betting on Damian Harris, though. Buffalo offense, like we said, one of the best offenses in the league. So, okay, if Pat Freiermuth falls to us, I'd be fine with him or A-Chain. Both ADP values here. So this is okay. So we don't have a stack here with Freiermuth. I think I'm gonna go A-Chain. And then we can always pair him up with a Jeff Wilson or a Mostert later on as well. But that seems like we have a lot of Miami, Baltimore, rookie. Like to bet on rookies. So rookie we like to bet on. We like the correlation. And it's a couple spots past ADP. So that's what you're looking for right there. Tyler Boyd, if he would have fallen to us, I would have considered him, but not really with the amount of wide receivers we already have. Nico Collins, I love. I have almost 30% Nico Collins. Also been drafting him a lot in Dynasty, but no correlation there. Already have a lot of receivers. We'll see what happens here. I wonder if Freiermuth falls to us, I would definitely take Freiermuth. He has Mark Andrews. He already has 2 tight ends. What about him? Kyle Pitts. So I don't know. We'll see. Freiermuth might fall to us. We might push him and he might fall to us. That would be kind of nice. Otherwise, Samaje. I don't love Jerick McKinnon. Just not a great cost there. And just for an old running back, we just could be Denaric Prince. It could be Pacheco getting a bigger passing down role. So yeah. Definitely down for Samaje as well. I can't believe Freiermuth is falling all the way to us. Oh, and I jinxed it. Okay, so other options. Dulcich, Samaje. Do we have any? No, Kirk Cousins, no Daniel Jones, no Russell Wilson. Okay. Let's go Samaje. I don't love McKinnon. I don't think I like him enough to pass on the ADP value for Samaje there. Samaje pick 113, I think is still fine, but at pick 124, I think that's a really good pick. This is usually a really strong range for those 0 RB types. Leonard Fournette a couple years ago. Ramondre got steamed up later in the season, but I think for a while he was going in the like 100 to 120 range. So yeah, I think this is a great range. Elijah Mitchell, I think I like him a lot in the San Francisco offense. He's hurt right now, we know how everything usually plays out in San Francisco historically with just God knows who just coming through and giving you usable weeks, whether it be Jeff Wilson, whether it be Jerick McKinnon in the past, just pretty much any running back that's there, Jordan Mason. But yeah, I think I don't mind passing on Jerick McKinnon. If he falls to me back here, I'll take him, but I haven't clicked him very many times. He just older running backs. He ran really, really hot last year, and I already have a Sky Moore correlation. So yeah, don't love it. Okay, let's see what else. Do we have any correlation? Now we have some Denver. So would love if Dulcich falls to us. I doubt he does. There's a little bit of, like we said, FUD out of camp. So definitely would be down for that. Gerald Everett, don't love, but he's correlated. Let's see what else. Fine with Rashee Rice, fine with Marvin Mims. Now that we have some Denver. Rashee Rice for the correlation there with KC. Running back. What do we have here? We have 3 now. So don't need to take a running back. And then quarterback. What other correlation do we have? We could go Russ. Not a priority though. What else do we have? Nothing else really showing up. So I think QB2 and tight end. Let's see what falls to us here, but definitely down to push it and get some backdoor stacks for our QB2 and for our plausibly 3 tight ends. If you haven't already, go check out my stream today with Chris Spags from Splash Play. Really good conversation. Really appreciate him coming on and talking ball with me. That was super fun. Figured I would hop on another one tonight and just do a solo stream, and then I have one with Justin Herzig, and he the Bestball 1 winner. He's coming on, and definitely gonna try to have a little bit of a deeper conversation with him on the Bestball space. How he's approaching drafts, gonna go dig a little bit deeper before the draft, and then we'll see his takes as well during the stream. So it should be super fun. And then I think Jacob Sanderson, thinking about thinking, Bulletproof Discord. He's been on so many streams lately, but reached out to him. He's in Ireland right now on a trip after he took the bar exam, but he'll be back, and we're looking to put something on the schedule. So I'm not sure when he's back. Probably next week or the week after. But yeah, going to be streaming more. So Dulcich falls to us here. I think that's a smash. We already have Samaje. That's nice. So RB here, we're not super strong. I think I would be fine with 5 or 6, and always some guys late that I like. So we'll see. Kendre, Optimism will play week 1, so we could go Kendre. Roshan looked good in the preseason game. Still very messy backfield, so you want to lean into that. No correlation there. Mostert is fine, but I don't like really playing it through him. Devin Singletary, Gainwell. Ford is injured. Jeff Wilson will put in the queue. Fat Lenny, with like we said earlier, with Zeke signing, he's probably going to get moved up to God knows where, maybe 130s, 120s. Probably, I'll take him if he stays in like the 130s, maybe 140s. Not a great bet, but whatever. If you're looking for some 0 RB types. Okay, so let's see who falls to us here. We're on the clock. We could go Russ to stack up. We could go running back. Rashee Rice is falling to us, though. You know what? I think I'm going to go Rashee Rice. I'm not sure if that's the right move. And you know what? We've been pushing it. We've been getting some interesting stacks. But yeah, I think it's just I'm comfortable pushing QB2. And like I said, we're probably going 3 tight ends anyway, so we can get another stack with that. And we can still get a few running backs here. Definitely done at wide receiver now. Don't think I can afford to take any more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks left. So 3 of those are tight ends, and then 2 of those are tight ends. I would say 2 or 3 more running backs and 1 more quarterback. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Probably running back coming up here, though. Definitely fine taking Zeke, honestly, in this build. What else do we have going on here? Alrighty. So yeah, our team through 13 rounds is Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, Travis Etienne, Devin Achane and Samaje Perine at running back, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins, Christian Kirk, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, and then Greg Dulcich at tight end. So yeah, we got Jacksonville, season-long correlation with Etienne and Kirk. We have Miami and Baltimore galore with Achane, Hill, Waddle, Bateman, and Flowers. We have a T. Higgins, Sky Moore, and Rashee Rice. And then we have a Dulcich and a Samaje Perine. So we'll see if we can maybe get a late there's not really the late Chargers running backs I don't love. Don't really want to take any other wide receivers. And tight end, I don't love Everett. I think he probably is already gone. But yeah, don't love Everett anyways. And there's just so many late options. I don't think there's that much of a difference between Everett and the guys in the 18th round, 17th round. So not really worth it for me to take him, even if he was here available. Yeah, so let's tab off of wide receiver. We're definitely done at wide receiver. Running back, I would love Kendre if he were to fall to me here. Jeff Wilson, fine taking a double stack or double take with the Miami running backs. Jerome Ford is injured, so I don't love that one. It's getting a little bit thin at running back, so I definitely think we're taking running back. Tight end, we could do. I don't love Irv Smith. Even correlated, even stacked. Don't think he's a great bet at cost. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Kendre went. Oof. Singletary, Foreman, Kendre. Those are 3 guys that I love, especially Kendre falling this far with the injury news. So yeah, that's tough. Michael Carter going at pick 157. Is this the same guy that took unstacked Tua? Yeah, okay. Adam Thielen pick 109. Juwan Johnson pick 132. 133 Darius Slayton. Oh my God, this is nasty. Pick 36 DJ Moore. This guy is living a little. Okay, we are on the clock. What running backs are available? Oh God, this is real gross. Do we go Mostert? I just don't love it. I guess let's go Mostert. I don't know. I think we need a running back. Don't love it, to be honest, but let's see what happens. So, okay, we're at pick. This will be 15th round. So yeah, let's go tight end with our last 2 picks, and then tight end and quarterback with our last 3 picks. So running back, and then we could go 2 tight end. I don't think so, but what else is available here? Irv Smith is falling to us. I don't think it's worth it here. We could take Irv Smith. And then hope for like a Chuba or a Lenny or something like that falling back. Tyjae Spears. Okay, so the real question here is Tyjae Spears or a 3rd Miami running back. I think I got to go Tyjae Spears. This is a bit of a thin running back room, to be honest, even for me. But we have 5, so don't hate it. Don't know if that gives us enough leeway. We could go Chuba, Lenny. What else is going on here? Yeah, running back is getting real gross right now. Travion Williams, Chase Brown. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off at running back for now, and then we can see if we want one super late just based on correlation with like a Travion or something. With the Joe Mixon news, I think he's in the trials going forward. So maybe he gets cut, maybe he gets suspended. So those guys could both jump a lot in ADP. I think I like Travion more than Chase Brown. I think Chase Brown has not been before the Travion injury. I think Chase Brown was not really doing much. It's not. I liked him coming in, but was like a 5th round running back. It's hard to bet on that. And it seems like the Bengals like their veterans, but yeah, Chris Evans also available. So yeah, we'll see. So quarterback, okay, what can we do at quarterback here? Denver, we definitely can't do anything. We really kind of locked ourselves out at quarterback here with all our early wide receivers having quarterbacks that go pretty early. Huh. Okay, so let's get some tight ends we like here. Dawson Knox. Luke Musgrave is going to be getting steamed up. Hunter Henry. Hayden Hurst correlates, so definitely down for that. Gesicki's hurt, so don't want that. Could go Likely, but don't love it. Michael Mayer, we could do a Michael Mayer, Jimmy G, which me and Spags could have thought of earlier on. Let's see what shows up. And then quarterback, could go Bryce Young. Could go Tanny. Could go Jimmy G. Could go Mac Jones. Okay. It's just tough here because if we take a quarterback first, then it kind of locks us into I'm trying to think it through here. We could go Bryce Young and then pair him with Hayden Hurst. Don't love either of those guys. They do correlate. I'm not sure if it's great to have 2 quarterbacks in Week 17 that are playing against each other. But at least that would give us something in terms of quarterback. And Bryce Young went. So, okay. Not going to do that. What else is available? What else is available tight end wise? Let's see if there's any 2 that we can get here that make any sense. Okay. Fine with Knox or Musgrave. And then where's Hunter Henry? Then we could go Hunter Henry and Mac Jones. We could go Jimmy G and Michael Mayer. This is real tough here. Quarterback, Tannehill. Okay. Let's think through this. Do we go Hayden Hurst to correlate, or do we go Luke Musgrave? You know what? I feel like no, let's go Hayden Hurst. Okay, so Hayden Hurst, really gross click there. I just feel like 16th, 17th, 18th round tight ends, you really want correlation there. So maybe Hayden Hurst catches 2 touchdowns from Bryce Young in Week 17. I mean, I think these last couple of rounds, you want to be breaking tiebreakers for correlation. And so for that one, it was really Hayden Hurst correlated, bring back, or Luke Musgrave getting steamed up. closing line value. So I'm kind of regretting not taking Musgrave, to be honest, but it's fine. We'll live with it. And then, okay, so Jimmy G, Michael Mayer is what's happening with tight end. Did Hunter Henry go? Yeah, so he went before us. So okay, Tannehill. We do have Ty Spears. Let's go Jimmy G. Very gross. And then let's get Michael Mayer to pair up with him. Soft ending to the draft. It doesn't feel great when Jimmy G is your quarterback too, but with Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Michael Mayer, really just Devontae Adams. If Devontae Adams, he can thrive with any quarterback, which means, therefore, Jimmy G can put up 3 touchdowns in Week 17 against the Colts. Not a great defense, and Devontae Adams could just eat. And if Jimmy G is the guy throwing in the passes, that's all you need. So yeah. And then our 3 tight ends will be Dulcich, Hayden Hurst, and Mayer. Musgrave's still available. So yeah, I'm surprised there because he's been getting pushed up. I think rightfully so. Honestly, this might be a hot take. Dulcich showed a lot his rookie year, but I think Musgrave is going to get up into, I think he could justifiably. I know he's a rookie and he hasn't shown anything, but based on his profile, I think with the concerns with Dulcich being a not full-time player, I think it's overblown. But I think this should be going. I think Musgrave should be going if Kincaid is going where he is and Laporta, I think in the 140s, 150s maybe, or at least where Laporta is. So definitely some good closing line value there. So yeah, let's recap the team before we make our last pick, which will definitely be a tight end. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling a little bit thin at running back, to be honest. I kind of regret the Rashee Rice pick. I feel like I should have went a running back there just because I'm already so strong at wide receiver. But, we got some rookies. We got some early season production guys with Samaje and Mostert and A-Chain, good ping-pong weeks. And ETN should be super strong in the Jaguars offense. So at quarterback, we have Trevor Lawrence, Jimmy Garoppolo, Travis Etienne, Devon A-Chain, Samaje Perine, Raheem Mostert, J.J. Spears at running back, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins, Christian Kirk, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, Greg Dulcich, and Hayden Hurst at tight end. So yeah, we got KC, Cincinnati. We got Baltimore, Miami, running backs and wide receivers. We have Jacksonville team correlation with a Hayden Hurst bring back. And we got a Dulcich and Samaje Perine Denver bet. We don't have any bringbacks on that, but whatever, that's fine. We have plenty of other correlations. So what others? Is there any other tight ends that make any sense here? No, definitely Michael Mayer. I think Michael Mayer is a good value too. I don't think he should be going at pick 209. So yeah, waiting on tight end. Let's talk through a couple of decision points that we made. Taking Trevor Lawrence. It's good that we got Lawrence because Tua got sniped before us on a team with no Miami players. So good to lock up at least one quarterback. I think he presents the weekly upside, so that's good. Jimmy G, we got him stacked up with Michael Mayer. Like we said, if he throws a couple touchdowns to Michael Mayer or a couple touchdowns to Devontae Adams, either way, you have a two-way go there. Travis Etienne, great offense, great talent. Fine to bet on that at pick 45. A-Chain, the Miami offense, rookie, super explosive, could give you some spike weeks if either one of Mostert or Wilson gets hurt, which they probably will. Then he could have an even bigger role. And as the season goes on, he should have a bigger role. Samaje Perine, Javonte's been getting, really good news on Javonte and the injury and everything. But I think in that Sean Payton system and with Javonte coming off an injury, I still think Samaje Perine is a very good play there, especially at past ADP around 11 picks at pick 124. I think he's a super strong contingent play, and then he will have standalone value as well. Mostert, it's kind of a gross click there. I think I prefer Wilson at like straight up over him, so I kind of regret not just taking the click on Wilson there to pair with A-Chain instead of Mostert, because I think A-Chain and Mostert have kind of some overlapping skill set there, but whatever, it's fine. It's correlated and gives us a little, he still has upside. Mostert does for sure. Ty Spears, there's not a lot of running backs there, so I'm fine taking the bet on the rookie. Derrick Henry's old. He could have a tiny bit of a standalone role, maybe some pass down work, and the contingent upside. And we have some, ETN and Perine should give us some early season, as well as either one of A-Chain and Mostert. So, and then wide receiver, super, super strong. I think the strength of this build is definitely wide receiver. Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, nice to get that. Not super common now. Earlier, it was definitely more common with both guys going a little bit different places in the draft. But no Tua, too, which is, you don't need to have the quarterback. And since we have so much other correlation, it's fine. We just got to hope that Trevor Lawrence goes off that week 17. T. Higgins, we paired him up with Sky Moore and Rashee Rice. So if those are the guys we need in week 17, we at least got some correlation there. Christian Kirk to pair with all the other Jacksonville guys we have, T-Law, ETN, and then with the bring back on Hayden Hurst. Zay Flowers and Bateman. I reached a little bit on Flowers to get the correlation, not knowing that Bateman was going to fall to me, which, I probably should have assumed he was going to, but I wanted to get at least one, and I actually ended up getting both. So yeah, probably slightly minus EV there, but you know what? It's fine to correlate a little bit. And then, Sky Moore and Rashee Rice paired up with T. Higgins. And then tight end, definitely feel weakest at tight end, but it's definitely also the position I'm willing to push the most. Dulcich falling a little bit because of the news that he was running behind Adam Troutman, but I'm not super worried. I still think Sean Payton is smart. I think Dulcich is the clear talent there. The downfield profile showed very well as a rookie. So even if he's not the full-time tight end, I think that actually isn't necessarily a bad thing, because he'll be getting a high route percentage and the routes that are really valuable in the downfield area. Hayden Hurst could have went with Musgrave there. This only reason I chose Hurst there was the correlation with Jacksonville. We had no other bringbacks. So feels kind of gross. Not sure that was the right move, but we'll live with it. Definitely gives us, I think he's actually a little bit of a sneaky bet to give you some pretty consistent production, just because there's not a lot going on in that Carolina offense. Rookie quarterback, could lean on the tight end as a safety blanket. And then Michael Mayer paired with Jimmy G as my second quarterback, just to get some correlation there with those last couple picks, since I needed a quarterback and tight end. Very good profile coming out of Notre Dame. He, not the greatest athletic profile, but from a production standpoint, he was elite. And I don't think there's any reason he should be going pick 213. I guess it's because he's been injured a little bit, but even before that, he was going way before Laporta, and now Musgrave's getting steamed up. I still think these rookie tight ends are are good bets at cost because they're very talented. They're in situations where they're going to be running a lot of routes. Michael Mayer, good blocker as well, so he should be on the field. And his only real competition is Austin Hooper, who's fine. He's a professional tight end, but Michael Mayer is a second-round pick, and Jimmy G likes the short and intermediate area. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. We will be back live on Wednesday with Justin Herzig, winner of BBM1. Have a great night, and this is Bestball with Bindles. Have a great one.